Imagine a life where you had to actually walk to your friend's house and figure out your plans, see what they're doing, or you had to actually write out every single paper, homework assignment, math problem because you didn't have any cell phones to text your friends or computers to write out everything and type it all out for you. We all have access to technology, so this isn't usually a problem for us today. However, this is how my parents and grandma grew up. Growing up with technology has altered my life because it's changed my communication skills, what I do in my free time, and how I receive information. Technology is the fastest growing industry in the world, and everyone's trying to keep up with it all the time. My grandma, like I said earlier, when she was younger, she would walk a couple miles to her friend's house to see if they could hang out, and she wasn't always sure if they'd be there or not because she couldn't text them to see what they were doing. Life is different for me though because I always have my iPhone in my hand, so I can always keep in touch with my friends and family just within seconds. It's definitely changed the way that people communicate, but I believe it's for the better because it's a lot faster and easier. Another example, instead of waiting weeks to hear from my friends and family from up here in college, I can hear from them really fast. They can text me, I can call them, I can FaceTime them whenever I want now. My mom also agrees because she uses email to reach her clients all the time, and it's a lot faster since she can set up her meetings easily and she can call people fast. Just last week, I actually went to the mall. I left my phone in my dorm, and it made me realize how often I use technology because I felt like I was missing out on stuff. I didn't have my phone in my hand, so I felt kind of weird. So I believe that technology has definitely changed us and helped us communicate, keep in touch with everyone better. My grandma, when she was growing up, she just used newspapers because they didn't have TVs or online to check their news and find information. So she would just get the newspaper, and that's how she got her news and weather. My mom's TV, she said when she was growing up, they had about 7 channels, and they got the newspaper every day. Whereas today, my family doesn't even get the newspaper anymore, and we have over 500 channels on our TV. And so I brought in a picture of different TVs that my grandma's and mom's would look like when they first got TVs. And so as you can see, TVs have changed a lot over time. I think technology is very helpful because it's easier to get your research and find information because we can just look online or listen to the TV for our news. My grandma, however, she disagrees because she didn't grow up with technology, so she's not used to the whole thing, so she usually just sticks to reading the newspaper, reading her books, and finding directions on maps. Funny story is, one time me and my grandma, we were trying to get to my cousin's soccer game, and she didn't know where to go, so she told me to find directions. So I asked her what's the address, I could plug it into my phone. She's like, oh no, just look in the map. So I found a map in her side pocket, and I could get us there because we've learned about maps in school, but it's just kind of weird instead of listening to Siri tell us how to get there, actually physically finding directions. I've never had to rely on maps because nowadays we all have Siri and GPS to get us there, which I'm sure you guys can relate to. In my free time, I like to go see movies and listen to music, and these similarities between these two things, they both deal with technology, which brings me to my next point, that technology has definitely changed what we do in our free time. I'm used to having a TV, an iPod, a laptop to fill my free time with Netflix, social media, watching TV. However, my mom and grandma didn't. They said they filled their free time playing board games, doing stuff outside, and just helping out around the house, which sounds kind of boring, right? So technology has definitely changed what we do in our free time, and I think it's for the better because we can, as I said earlier, we can stay connected and find out a lot of different information. So in conclusion, being a digital native is a great thing and helps us communicate easier, receive information faster, and fill up our free time. So next time you reach for your phone to text someone or your laptop for homework, just appreciate that you're lucky enough to have those items.